So, a sad story in many ways. This was concerning an incident you might have read about in the news, where a man in his 80s in Seoul actually caused a fatality when he cut across a number of lanes of traffic, attempting to do a U-turn from the farthest lane. And it did not go well, and it caused a pretty big accident. It caused a lot of people to ask some questions about this driver's ability and how, was it related to his age? And then, of course, the debate opened up into asking about all elderly drivers. You know, are they slower? Do they lose some abilities when it comes to driving skill? Nobody really wanted to address the elephant in the room. But perhaps it's time to, what could be done to make things safer without impeding upon the rights and freedoms of a certain demographic of the Korean population. Some suggestions were given in the article, and could there be extra education or additional education for older drivers, a retest perhaps. But then people are worried about how much is that going to cost, and is this too stressful for the older drivers? There's two sides to this issue that are well worth debating.
And I think another thing to keep in mind is there is a growing number of elderly people that don't quite have the support that elderlies used to have in the past. They're alone or near alone, or at least they don't have quick access to help from whatever family member. And so to take away the right to drive, maybe in Korea is not the biggest of deal because there's buses and trains and whatnot. But in places like America, if you take away their ability to drive, they can't even get to the grocery store if they're alone. They have to call up a friend or beg people to bring food to them. Like, that is a position that no one, regardless of age, really wants to be in. So having drivers or having older people give up their driver's license by force, it would not be a very humane thing to do. So yeah, I don't know. We might want to nudge them in the direction of, please find a way to give it up. But especially in the US, I just don't think it's very good to do right now.
Yes, I have been told many times, as I'm not a driver, oh, Claire, if you ever move to the US, you will have to learn to drive, that it's just not optional over there.
It depends on where you live, of course. If you're in the city and you got your friends, you have no need. But if you're a little bit outside of it and you got to get to the grocery store, which is an hour and a half walk, then you can walk for an hour and a half, or you can get a car or a bike.
I guess.
If you only need that grocery store, then bike there and back again.
And you're young enough, healthy enough, and able-bodied enough to do that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because if you're an elderly person, biking may not be an option,
The driver in question who caused this fatality, he claimed he was unable to recall exactly what happened. And I was wondering on your opinion about that. Do you think that is the truth, that he really couldn't remember, or was he just making up an excuse?
I think regardless of what was remembered or not, the outcome was deadly. And so if he doesn't remember, it's scary because, oh, wow, there's people out there that just cannot have the wherewithal to drive and remember what they're doing while driving. Like, that's very scary. And if he is making an excuse, that means he cut across lanes of traffic on purpose. And that is also scary. So I don't think there's any good answer to this, whether he's making it up or not, or whatever. And I don't even know why you would give that as an excuse. Who would be like, oh, you don't remember? Well, you know what? Just go ahead and go home now. Like, no, you killed someone. Or because of you, someone was killed, potentially. Allegedly. I don't know where the court case is. And so, you got to deal with the consequences regardless of what the memory is.
Until what age do you hope to continue driving?
I love driving. I really do. It's just a pastime. Like, it could be a pastime to me. In the US, I would do things called cruises, and that's when you get in your car and you drive around for no reason. We often did them on mountain roads where things are twisty and turny, and you try to go as fast as possible down those roads. Allegedly. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on for speeding. So allegedly, not even me, my friends allegedly went down the mountain as quickly as possible. And I love it. And so I hope to drive until I die.
I hope you do, John. But
Yeah.
I may not get in the car with you on a windy road.
Yeah. But you know what's interesting? My driving habits have completely switched.
Oh.
Like now, I would love to go fast, but I would never take risks. I would love to go fast on a closed track
You've got safer as you've
in a
got older.
Bugatti Veyron in Germany and get up to 200 miles per hour. Anyways.
I've seen that episode of Top Gear.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just.
That was a good
And if
one.
I die, I die. I like, it would be so amazing of an experience. If I die, I die.
What a way to go.
What a way to go.
As long as you don't kill anyone else, it's fine.
It's closed track. I can only cause the company millions of dollars of damage.
A Bugatti is pretty expensive.
And they have to clean me up afterwards. So
On that sombering note, let's go ahead and take a look at the vocab, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Assume.
Assume.
Dazed.
Dazed.
Recollection.
Recollection.
Demographic.
Demographic.
Hang up.
Hang up.